Hello guys, welcome to another video here on PICOCTF, and today I'm going to solve a couple of challenges here, starting off with cookies under web exploitation. Without further ado, the description says, who doesn't love cookies? Try to figure out the best one. So I'm just going to click on this link, the web address to it, and let's wait for it to load. So we have cookies right here. It says welcome to my cookie search page. See how much I like different kinds of cookies. So it looks like we need to search different kind of cookies and see what happens. And let me see if I'm searching for sweet cookie. And for instance, I want to search that. I'll just paste that here, hit search, and it says that doesn't appear to be a valid cookie. In this case, I usually like to pull up Bob suit, so I'm just going to use Bob suit here to intercept the request and see what it takes, or what parameter it's taking, and we're going to figure out that. So let's wait for Bob suit to load. Alright, with Bob suit running, I'm just going to quickly open or use the browser for Bob suit. So I'm going to click on open browser and wait for it to load. So the browser is loaded. I'm just going to copy the web address here, Ctrl C, paste it here, hit enter, and let it load here. So after loading, it's going to load first, then I will now turn on my intercept on here. So with my intercept on, I'm going to just paste let's just say sweet cookie here, and I'm going to hit search, so it will intercept that particular request, and here we go. So now we can see over here it takes a cookie name which is -1. So let's just say let's play around with this. I'm going to send this to repeater. So under my repeater here, I'm going to try to change this to 1 and hit send. Okay, so when I did that, it says let's see here, so there is a redirection actually. So you can see that it redirects. There's the temporary redirection, I think, and that redirection is also going to set cookie name again here to -1. So we have double redirection. So what's going to happen is I'm going to come back to my proxy and forward the first one here. After I did that, I'm going to, let me see here. Okay, so this is, after forwarding, this is what we get. This is the redirected page. So this is what I would like to forward to my repeater. Okay, so this is what I would like to use. So over here, I'm just going to change this to 1. Okay, and then hit send, and let's see what it gets. So let me see here, we're being redirected. Let me see here, forward. So let me use 2, search. Under here I put 1 or 2, and let me say 3. Forward that, it redirects me to this page. Here I will just say 2, and then I'll forward again. It redirects 2 times. So the second one here is what I would like to send to repeater, and then I'll send, and let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm getting a reply here. Let's see what it renders. That is not a cookie, not very special. Okay, so with this now I can start changing here and send, and let me see, it says the same thing again. It says the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come back to proxy here and send this particular one to intruder, and let's brute force that. So with this on the intruder, this is what I want to force. I'm going to add here, I'm going to use sniper, so I'm going to force this particular number, and the payload, I'm going to use a simple list. No, I'm going to use numbers. So I'm going to use 0 from 0 to, let's say, 30. Okay, let's just say 30, right? And basically I'm going to read the rest of the things the way they are. So I'm going to start the attack and let's see what happens. Let's see the number it's going to pick for me. Okay, so let's watch and see. Alright, so it's finished and we can see the status code is almost 200 for all of them, but I'm going to sort it out by length. And when I sort it out by length, I have 29, 30, 18. The one with 200 with the least length is 18, so I'm going to try 18. So I'm going to come back to, is that intruder? Yeah, okay. I'm going to come back to repeater here. I'm going to send 18 here. So you see 4 was saying I love shortbread cookies, and if you say 5 and send, it's going to say let me see, I love peanut butter cookies. So let's type 18 here and then let's send, and it says okay, the flag. Okay, that's interesting, right? Interesting. So I'm going to come over to the proxy and I'm going to put 18 here, and I'm going to finally forward. So when I do that, if I come back to my browser, it's going to give me the flag. So I'll just copy this, come back to our PICOCTF here and paste that flag here, hit submit, and then we'll solve that. Alright, so let's go over to the next one, Scavenger Hunt. So I'm going to hit enter here. It says description, there is some interesting information hidden around this site, can you find it? So I'm going to hit on that. So while it's loading, I'm going to close this one. It's loading. While it's loading, let me see here, do I need any hints? No. It says just some boring HTML. How do you like my website? What? I use this to make this site HTML, CSS, JavaScript. This is very related to a couple of challenges I've solved. It's more or less trying to get the the source code and the JavaScript that was used, as well as the CSS code that was used. So Control U. Over here, if you zoom in, you're going to see that it says here's the first part of the flag. So I'm just going to open a text editor here, so I'll put it together so you see. So over here it says PICOCTF T, so I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to paste that here. So that's just the first flag here, that's the comment that was left here. Second thing you want to see here is that the CSS code, which is like the style sheet. So if I click on that, it's going to load up the code that was used for the styling. Let me see here. If you zoom in, let me see here, or zoom out, should I say zoom out. Over here you're going to see here's part 2. Okay, so it's more or less, this is what you're trying to get into the code that was written for CSS here. So I'm going to copy the second code here. It should stop here, right? So I'm going to copy that, Ctrl C, zoom out. Let me just come back here and paste that. Okay, so the third one would be, let me stick Ctrl U here. The third one would be my JavaScript. So I'll click on my JavaScript. If you zoom in or zoom out, I don't know which one, you're gonna see how can I keep Google from intercepting my website. Usually what's this mean? It came to my mind. I think it's robot.txt. So over here, let me append robots.txt. I think that's a clue. Hit enter. Okay, I think they said part 3. Okay, this is part 3 of the flag. Copy that and let's paste that here. Okay, so I think one more flag to go. I think this is an Apache server. Can you access the next flag? Okay, I think this might involve us doing a little bit of like a brute force to look for open directory, and let's see. Let me use GoBuster. GoBuster dir dash u. Let's put here, I'm going to use command.txt. so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just use the URL that was given, and let's see if that gets that for us. Okay, well, this is not what I mean. So I'm going to copy this and Ctrl C, Ctrl Shift V. Okay, so I'm just going to close that. Alright, let's run this and see what happens. Okay, so we have /ht access. I'm going to copy that. So I'm going to come back here and paste that, and let's see what it gives us. Ctrl V. Okay, there's double /. Hit enter. Okay, I think we got part 4. Ctrl C here, and let's paste that here. Okay, here, paste Ctrl V. Okay, that's for lots of. Okay, I think we still need one more. I love making websites on my Mac. I can store a lot of information there. So for this last one, I actually did some kind of research on, you know, when you're making a website on your MacBook and you need to store some information, it can be stored somewhere called what we call the DX stores, which means desktop service store. So it took me quite a while to just search that. So DS underscore store or something. Not found, not that. Okay, I think it's ds underscore store. Let me see. No, that capital letter for store. Let me see here. Alright, there we go. Congrats, you completed the Scavenger Hunt part 5. So I'm just gonna copy this and I'm gonna complete that here. Okay, Ctrl A, Ctrl C. I'm going to complete that. So this was quite a taxing one, but yeah, it made a lot of sense. So I'm going to come back to my PICOCTF here, and I'm going to paste that here and hit submit. And voila, we've completed the second challenge. Alright, that's that for that. Alright guys, thank you guys for studying with me. Thank you for learning with me. I'll see you guys in another video. Ciao.